Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 80. So let me catch up on chat. Started out slow, but I see everyone has started commenting. So there we go. HD Shovelette, as always, thank you for being here and for being a mod tonight. Reg Lab, Grizzly Grim in the house. A3 Sky Warrior. Don't worry about work, A3. Just ignore them. Charles King, how's it going? Well, it's Brian Stevens. Doing well. Having it's a week, so Jericho and Hercules, how's it going? Jason G, how's it going? Donna, how's it going, Donna? Hopefully you're doing well tonight, Donna. SRIP63. Who else we got here? I know everyone's going to start popping in. Wheezin' Geezer. Charlie Castillo, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Dib Dibberson, Aaron Mack, Mr. Minix, Stephen LeBlanc. Good evening to you, sir. Malbar Scott, how's it going? Curtis Clancy. All right, let me pop out my chat, make myself look at my ugly mug. So there we go. I'm getting everything set up. So tonight we're going to be going through some Lynch mining Paydirt. Everyone's favorite. It's funny. I actually got some comments that they didn't like the ROI on those bags. And I don't think those were bad ROIs. I really don't. I mean, 60% ROI from a $25 bag essentially isn't that bad. Now, for the bucket, yeah, if you're going to spend $130, you're better off going with another seller. But those 5-pound bags, you really can't beat them. And tonight, we're going to be going through some more $25 bags. We're going to be going through their regular, original reserve bag, or it's just their original bag, and a Gizmo's bag. So we're going to try to pan out 2 of them. So it's usually pretty easy to pan out, so it should be pretty easy. Reggie Neighbors, how's it going? Will Schwartz, Danny H, John Gear. Well, thank you, Benjamin Garcia. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Keith and Wynn, how's it going? Blowing off work. 45 minutes left. There you go, man. And old Sasquatch is in the house. How's it going, Carl? Thank you for being here and being my only mod that's not a Patreon member. Catch up, make sure I didn't miss anything. If I miss anybody, you just keep hollering out and I will holler at you in a little bit. Package total, how's it going? Only 18 likes. Oh, man, you people. I guess, that thumb, it might be broken. You never know. I'm not too worried about it. What you could do, if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, is subscribe to my channel, because last I looked, I was like 28 away from 10 grand. So, because YouTube will make it really special and give me absolutely nothing when I hit 10K. So, I've been retired on the job for 5 years now. Yeah, I've been retired on the job for as long as I can remember. Even when I worked, I was retired. No guaranteed amount in these bags. Even in the 5-pound bags, there was no guarantee. The bucket had no guarantee. Now, like I said, I would probably go with the 5-pound bags from last week's or Saturday's review, just because, it's $25. I think it comes to $26 total after shipping, because I think the shipping's $9.80 and the bags are like $18. So you really can't beat that. And Wheezin' Geezer, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And definitely getting the party started. Just make sure you're the one that hit the like button too, Weezin. No worries, Josh Ortiz. Thank you for listening. Bob's Pistols and Paydirt, how's it going? Benzo's in the house. How's it going, Benzo? I keep missing your live shows, Benzo. I really wish they would do something on YouTube so you could have, you can look up your subscriptions, but I wish they would have a section so you can only see who's premiering, so that I can make sure I catch them. Because I know a lot of you, sometimes you do not only premieres, but your live shows, you post it 3 days in advance, and then I forget, because, I'm old and senile, so. But one of these days, I'm going to get my stuff in gear, and I'm going to start getting to everybody's live show. Thomas Taylor, even though sometimes I do catch yours, Benzo, and only listen for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I don't want to start commenting or I know I'll get pulled away and be stuck in the whole show. All right, Thomas Taylor, well, good luck. Let's see how close you get to 0.20 grams, because that's, I think I got in all 3 of my bags, and then the 4th one was, what was it, 2 or something like that. Yeah, Brian Stevens, you're always going to get killed with shipping overseas. But for here, I mean, you really can't beat these. I mean, they're $18. I think they were $17.10. I have my notes somewhere. 13 cents and $16.28. I mean, the shipping is a little bit high at $9.80, you know, but they do ship them priority mail, so, you know, you figure that's $8.25, $8.40, whatever priority mail is now. So they're adding a little extra buck on there. But if I can get 0.2 out of each one of these bags, then it's still, you know, a 60% ROI. And there's not many sellers you can get a 60% ROI out of 25 bucks. So, hey, Gary Faust, how's it going? Dib Dibberson, I don't know if I said hi to you, so I'll say hi to you again. Chris W., how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And Bierman's Gold Prospecting, I saw you and I didn't say hi to you. I'm ignoring Mike over at Vendetta Prospecting because he typed in all caps, so he doesn't get a shout out. Mandy Brown, how's it going? Gary Faust. So I don't know which one of these we'll start with. Maybe we'll do the original. And I will say something too. I didn't put it in the video. I actually edited that part out because I was bumbling my words when I was shooting the review. But the gold on those 5-pound bags was actually kind of dark. They actually had some dark material. A lot of it was nice and shiny, where you're used to from Lynch mining. But a couple of pieces didn't look like they were cleaned, which was really weird because Lynch mining usually has some really, really pristine, shiny gold. You know, I know they do that so nobody misses any, but there were some pretty funky, dirty, natural-looking pieces in there. So I'll be curious to find out if there's some in here, in these bags as well, and if maybe they've changed up how they're putting in their gold. No, you're wrong, Carl. You're wrong. Tell me a seller for 26 bucks that you're getting 80% ROI out of. There's just not. I mean, if you think about it, 1 gram bags, yeah, you can get a 1 gram bag 80% ROI from pretty much any seller, any reputable seller. But once you start getting down to a 1/4 gram bag, I mean, they're charging you 35 bucks is the usual going rate. I mean, all the sites I've looked at, 1/4 gram bag is about 30 bucks, 35 bucks. And that's a 50% ROI. I mean, you're getting a 55% ROI. So, hey, Donna, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, my #1 fan. Thank you very much. And I saw Jan here from Bill's Trash and Treasures. Yeah, there you are. Good evening to you as well. Ken Carbon, how's it going? So, but yeah, I you know, it's really, I mean, some of my favorite sellers sell $30 bags. There's a couple I don't want to say who it is because I've got a review coming up from them, a re-review. But even then, I think it's like 55% ROI. You have to find a bonus bag to get up to 80%. But again, like I'm saying, these are cheap bags. These are great bags for a starter. I mean, considering that the majority of people who find Paydirt start out with something like golden Paydirt or somebody off of eBay, and because they want a $25 bag, a $26, under $30 bag, because, you know, oh, my first time gold panning, I want something cheap. And they get one, you know, one of those, and they get a 5-10% ROI. You know, you start with one of these bags to show somebody for 25 bucks, and you know, they're getting 60% of their money back. It's not too bad. And you got to consider that's only if, like I did, where I calculated the shipping for 1 bag, you know. But like this one, I ordered both bags the same time, so I only really paid $4.50 shipping per bag. So my ROIs will be higher on these. Hey, Amethyst, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And who else did I see in here? Jeremy, welcome to the show. I thought I saw somebody else, but oh well. Anthony Waite, how's it going? Anyone else I miss, as usual, you can ignore. Oh, big. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, personally, you know, anything I generally try to buy for myself, because sometimes if I don't know a seller, you know, like if they're really new, but I generally like their 1 gram bags. I mean, if I was to buy something for myself, I would always go 1 gram, 1.5, 2 gram, 3 gram, you know, depending on what you can spend. But, you know, there's a lot of people that only, you know, me, myself included some months, where 30 bucks is all you can spend on a bag of Paydirt, you know. The higher the ROI you can get, the better. And I don't think these are that bad. Yeah. And there's actually some tricks to Lynch mining too, where, like, let's say if you want to buy 5 of these bags, instead of buying 5 bags, you buy 1 bag. They send you an email that tells you if you order more in that same order, they give you, I think it is a 15% discount, a 10% or 15% discount. And then you just add the other 4 bags, get free shipping. It's added to the other shipping that you paid. So you only pay $9.80 shipping, but then you get a 10%, I think it's 10% discount on the other 4 bags. So, and that works for everything except for their buckets, I'm pretty sure. The buckets, they used to not specify that, but I actually ordered one and called them out on it, and they sent me the bucket, but then they added that little disclaimer in the email now that you can't work for buckets, so. Clash was everyone's first bag. Hey, Brian Smith, how's it going? No, I think Clash is, if they're a fan of Clash's channel, yeah, if they find Clash's channel before they get into Paydirt, then Clash is the first Paydirt they pan out. And I'm not sure Clash is pushing that much farther than 60%. So, I mean, maybe on his 1 gram bag, you might get over 60%, but I think most of them are right around the 60, 65%, I think. I haven't looked at him in a while, so I haven't seen his prices with gold fluctuating up and down like crazy. Banshee mining in the house. How's it going? Draco's Dragon again. How's it going, man? Richard B, how's it going? And make sure everyone, if you're here, you hit that thumbs up button. Because, you know, I don't want my mods to have to keep posting on this chat that, you know, I've got so many people watching and, you know, so few thumbs up. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at Clash in a while. I mean, I know I reviewed him right when he came out, when he was Clash Crumbs, which was a horrible name. I'm so glad he changed that name. But when he came out with Clash Crumbs, they were really bad. They were not good. And then he changed up. He went to Clash Paydirt or Clash Gold, whatever it is. I think it's Clash Gold now. And his ROIs did go up, and I think I reviewed him again. But it's been a while since I've reviewed him. And I don't keep track of his stuff as much as I should. Actually, most sellers. Gold's just been going, you know, 65. Now it's back down to, what is it, like $59. So it's only when gold stays stable that I'll start looking at, you know, checking out ROIs on sellers. So I do need to look at Clash, though. Well, Jericho, first bag's a Vendetta. Then you know you had a good bag there. First bag from Amazon. Well, it depends. There's actually, you can get lucky on Amazon. There's only one decent seller on Amazon. Well, I know Clash is on there now, but besides him was the Mike's Paydirt that Vendetta got skunked on a whole bunch of those bags. And his bags, every once in a while, you can get a decent ROI out of, but it's really random. He emailed me once after I did a review of him, and he told me his formula on how often he did bonus bags and what his ROIs were and stuff like that. I don't know if I saved the thing, but most of the time I think it was like a 33% ROI, but you could get up to, I think, like a 80% sometimes on his super bonus bags. But, you know, so he'd make so many at 33%, so many at 66, and then so many at like 77 or something. Thumbs up or we delete you. That's it. Our home's doing prospecting. How's it going? The 1 gram was 95, I think. Yeah, the last I looked, it was 95 as well. And then there's the $10 shipping. So you're looking at $105. And there's other sellers that, you know, Mike and Vendetta, Gold Nugget Sales, Gold Bay, where they're right around the $80 mark for that same 1 gram bag. You know. So there's obviously better sellers out there. I mean, that's not horrible. I mean, there's much worse sellers out there. I mean, there's sellers. I saw somebody on eBay the other day that or websiters. I looked at somebody and they were like $140 plus shipping for a 1 gram bag. I was like, that's just crazy. I mean, that's a 50% ROI, you know. Yeah, Mike's great. Mike over at Vendetta, even though he types in all caps sometimes, he's, you know. Mike's a great guy. Oh, I wish I had him down here, but Mike actually sent me a hex pan that he signed. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway because it's blue. It would just disappear. So pretend like I'm holding up a pan right now that Mike signed because my green screen would eliminate it. 5 gram bag. Those are nice. Oh, the Klondike. The fake Klondike. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even the real Klondike's not the best. Someone was messaged me the other day where they sold some gold to Klondike clankers, and I mean, or they said they sold some gold to Klondike clankers, and it was about 2 ounces, I'm guessing, and never got paid. So that's a good one too, old Sasquatch. Benji, how's it going, Benji? Let me see something here. Let me check. Let me make sure you go to the top of the post. There is a pinned comment. Make sure you go there and leave a comment in the hidden video so you can win a bag of Paydirt tonight. Indiana Paydirt. I think this is bag number 8. What is this? Bag number 9. So we only have 4 bags left before we make up a new batch. So let me make sure everyone's comments are going through before I do my little spiel. But yeah, everyone's comments going through. 4 bags left. These do have an 1/8 gram of gold in them, as well as something silver, a silver war nickel, silver dime, some other silver coins. I don't even know, but there are some ineligibles. So if I call out your name, you don't need to leave a comment because you can't win. And there's Guido's, William Noel, GS Prospecting, Gina and Ken Whalen, the one and only, Gemstone Judy, Sean Sparks, and Jeff Jones. So if you do leave a comment and I pull your name, we're just going to ignore you and pull somebody else's name at the end of the show. So, but all right, let me make sure my panning camera is all set up, and we're going to go do some panning. So, let me just catch up on chat, anything. And most sellers will not send you. I mean, I wouldn't. I buy gold occasionally, and I would never send payment first. There's just no way. I mean, it's just somebody always has to do something first, and sadly, it's the person sending the gold has to send it first. I mean, it's just, you know. I mean, like I said, you know, and there's, you know, there's a lot of trusted sellers out there. Clash buys gold. There's, you know, Gold Hog used to buy gold. You know, Gold Bay buys gold. So, you know, they bank off their reputation that, you know, you're going to have to send it first. And unfortunately, you know, you never know. You know, it's just like with a Paydirt. You know, you pay for your Paydirt first before they send it to you. And they could decide to close up shop. I mean, it's the same thing. Yellow Pans last year essentially took payments. Arcs Gold took tons of payments and never shipped anything out. It's sometimes people just stop doing what they're supposed to do on one end. And thank you, Aaron Mack. I'm glad you enjoyed it. They're one of my favorites, Carl. They're one of my favorites. That's why I didn't want to mention earlier, but since you keep saying their name, Western State Minerals is one of my favorites. They're absolutely one of my favorites. I have about a dozen of their bags in my other room. I just love their Paydirt. They're one of my favorites. I really wish they would do more, you know, like 1 gram bags, 2 gram bags. They're one of my favorites. Awesome, Thomas. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And you do have a shout out coming up. I think it's in this Saturday's video. So make sure you watch Saturday's premiere. Hey, Daniel Bradbury. How's it going? So, all right. Let's pop up the screen and start panning. There we go. There we go. We're going to start panning. So shrink down the ugly mug because I'm sure you've seen it all enough and enough. So let's shrink me down, get rid of me, and we're going to do some panning. So give me a second while I go set everything up. So if I miss something in chat, I apologize. I got to move my coffee because that's the only thing keeping me going right now. Oh, chat. There we go. Live chat. Ooh, 12K run. Oh my gosh. Well, that's awesome, Ken. That's awesome. I don't know how much I helped, but, you know, a lot of my stuff's fast forwarded. You know, let's turn off this other light. We're going to still dim it down a little bit. There we go. What are we going to do? I think we're going to do the smaller of the two. We're going to do the Lynch original. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Usually if I get Lynch mining in, I get the Gizmos. Because usually if I have a secret shopper buy me something, move the microphone. Usually, like I said, if I have one of the secret shoppers buy me some Lynch, I also have them throw in some Gizmo bags. Just because it's free shipping then. So I haven't done a reserve in a while. Or the original. I keep wanting to say reserve because of the gold bag. Oh no, poor Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's one of my biggest bills is my internet. Because I gotta make sure I have decent internet for the live shows. So let's just dump some in. Same Lynch mining material. Lynch mining's like golden Paydirt. You know their material when you see it pretty much. And they're gold. Mood lighting, there you go. Once I rebuild my studio, I can move my lights around. Kind of when I built this one, I was in a crunch because it was the first time building it, but I need to reconfigure it one day. And when I do that, I can move the lights around so I have a light just for panning. And then hopefully I won't have to mess around with the settings. Hey Dave, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing okay. Ooh, seeing some gold up in the corner. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, order some Paydirt. I know I need to get on the ball and start figuring out what I'm going to order soon. My shelf is looking mighty bare, except for mail calls and live show material. But for actual reviews, I've been slacking. And then battles. Trying to think of new Paydirt battles. It's always tough. I think the last two battles I had planned, one of the sellers ended up either closing or stopped carrying the Paydirt I'd planned on buying. They need to stop doing that. Well, make sure you leave a comment. Maybe you can win some tonight. I mean, it's only like 3 ounces of material, but, it'll be a quick pan. Hey, Ryan Morrison, how's it going? Didn't see you in chat. Oh, that's awesome, Anthony. Here, I need to write something. I need to write something down real quick. I need to write myself a note. All right. I know, I do wish he had some bigger bags. I've looked at them a couple times, but they're, and it's another thing is their shipping is really, really expensive. Because I've wanted to review that bag for a while, because helps their channel out a little bit when they sell something, but not at those prices. When you're going to have expensive shipping, you got to have bigger bags. If it was a 1 gram bag and you're spending 80, you don't mind spending, 15 extra for shipping or whatever it is. But 1/4 gram bag, $15 shipping, just kills you. Flower Gold Wizards versus Washington. Huh. That's a good one. Even though, I generally try to, anything I do for battles, I try to make sure that it's people that have websites, just so, if the winner happens to win, a lot of people don't like emailing and, asking for, but that is a good one. Now I'm going to write that one down. Except for the fact that, that's a massive amount of panning. Fine gold. Well, that'd be awesome, Anthony. If you email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com, I don't mind paying for the bag, or paying for shipping, no matter, Oh no, I don't know what my advice was. I'm old. My advice changes all the time, but I'm glad it helped you, Pyramids. Look, it's the other Mike from the Gold Vlog. How's it going in Gold Nugget Sales? You in the shop working, listening? Oh no, crispy bacon. Hey JP, how's it going? Welcome to the show. For your website, I'll have to check it out. I don't even think I bookmarked it. Oh my gosh. Here, now I gotta write another. Oh, tonight's the night of notes. Because I was going through my bookmarks today for Paydirt, and I don't think I bookmarked you. Because I was deleting all the sellers that have closed. Rip. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Welcome to the show, even though you're late. We won't hold it against you. I'm going to just dock you a few points. That's about it. I had bacon like last week. Got some for my kids. Luckily, they left some on the plate for me. Yeah, 5 pounds is just way too much. I mean, the only seller that I know on a website that sells like Washington Beach material is, what is it? Washington State Mining or Washington Beach Mining .com, and theirs are 1 pound bags. Because you're gonna always get, no matter what you put on your website, you're always going to get somebody that's going to message you and say, hey man, can you have this? Can you have this? And it's, it's easier just to make a custom order for somebody than continually adding products, like Mike has on his website over at Vendetta, or custom orders, that makes it a little easier, but, no matter what you sell, you're always going to have somebody saying, oh, can you do this? You make a 20-pound bag. Can you make a 2-ounce bag? Oh no, A3, sorry to hear that, man. Oh, here, we're just going to put this in the other blue pan. There we go. Make this a lot easier. I think I saw, didn't Michael on the gold vlog carry a big chunk of gold through his carry-on? But then again, they could have opened it and just looked at the gold. So, but I would imagine they probably wouldn't let it go through. Just because it's going to set off the metal detector. And I mean, depends on which airport you're going through. I went through one airport where they wouldn't let you bring like snacks through, which was crazy. I mean, I had a couple like granola bars, and they wouldn't let them go through. And I was like, y'all are crazy. Hey, Ryan C., how's it going? Michael Hafner, no worries, you're here this week, so. It would be pretty if it was in your pan. Well, for the low price of $500, I will send this to your pan. Yep, this is all shiny stuff. I said early in the show, when I did those 5-pound bags, some of the gold wasn't super shiny, which is typical of Lynch, having really, really shiny gold. That just keeps wanting to go down. Oh my gosh, got the little tube rollers there. But Jen, you're better off if you're going to buy a whole bunch of Paydirt there. You're better off just shipping it. I mean, that's what I would do if I was there to stop at the post office, stick it in a priority mailbox, ship it to yourself, fly home. That's a Miller deal. I wouldn't charge that much. All right, so there we go. That is the original bag. I'm guessing that's 0.2. Seems like 0.2 is the magic number with the Lynch small stuff. Might be a little bit more, but it's looking like 0.2. And now we're going to pan out the Gizmos. Which Gizmos is my favorite of their dirts. I don't know why. I just think, you know, even though I always say I'm not a fan of when they add extra stuff in because it takes away from the gold. On these bags, they generally, you get the same amount of gold no matter what. So you might as well get the little extras. Some bigger Paydirt. Usually in these bags, in the lower price bags, they're really tiny Paydirt. I'm going to pick these out and save these. There we go. $0.05? I'll be curious to see what this is, because they're essentially the same price, same shipping. So I'm hoping I get the same amount of gold as this, as I do out of the original. And that they didn't charge me for those Paydirt. I'm not so worried about the magnet detector. It's when they x-ray your package. that if they see packages with something, metal in them, they might ask you to open them up. I mean, it depends on what you buy. If it's all flour gold, they won't notice. But like I said, I did go to one airport, maybe it was in Wisconsin, where they wouldn't let me go through with snacks. It's funny when I look at my phone and I'm panning to look at comments, it's always, 10 seconds, 15 seconds behind. And I'm like, wait, what's happening there? Even though I just did it. And thank you, who was it? Someone left a comment that I meant to comment on and I didn't. Oh, I missed it, but oh well. Somebody said I did the best reviews, and thank you very much. All right, let's add some more. Another chunky pair. Usually these bags have those really small ones. These are actually pretty nice. So usually they're like this size, which aren't, aren't horrible, but getting chunkier ones is always better. Well, there you go. I would still ship it, though. I mean, because it would just suck if they asked you to open it, because that would just ruin the review if you're like, oh, yeah, here's the Paydirt. It's open already because TSA. Michael. That's it. When you're broke is always when you're like, oh, let me go spend something, You're down to your last $5. You're like, oh, I might as well get a pizza or something. Tacos. See? That's what I just said. I mean, that's what I would mostly be worried about is them opening it, because that would just ruin it. It would make a good story, but, I've had some reviews where I've done some reviews and it wasn't that good of a review, and the people just questioned the fact that I used a knife to open the bag, and that therefore the video was faked, and not on the legit. So, a little bit of gold in there. Not as much as I'd like to see, though. You got to play the long game. You can't worry about when you buy metals, the day you buy them, the week after. You worry about 10 years later. Hey, My Kill fan, how's it going? Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate that. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, your chances of winning the bag of Paydirt tonight are lessened. It's a YouTube statistical. If you didn't hit the thumbs up, the comment generator doesn't like you. About 2/3 of the way through it. haven't seen any bigger pieces of gold. Another little chunky. Red Julep. I thought that was funny. That was the one way that they could try to discredit my video, is that I opened it with a knife. Not that, you know, it looked like it was already open or anything else like that. It was just the means. Instead of me using hold here, pull here method, I went the easy route and cut it open. Which is what I usually do in most of my reviews, just because, you know, some bags are a pain to open, especially when you're wearing gloves. So, I am seeing a little bit of gold in this bag, but not as much. I want more. I do use the big ripples every once in a while, just not on camera usually. So when I do a review, as you've all seen, I only use this riffle. That's 90%. Live shows, 90%. But when I go back through it, I use the big riffle. So what I'll do is, after I pan this out, like after this show, I'll go back, I'll pan it through the big riffle to get it all down, and then use a smaller riffle, and then actually use this riffle as well. And if I find any gold, I repeat. If I find any gold, I repeat. You know, Lynch mining, I don't think I'll miss any of this gold. But I do use it, just never on camera. Just because when I use the big ripples, you can really churn through some dirt, and then it makes it, you know, a 12-minute video turns into an 8-minute video. And if I fast forward it, it's a 6-minute video. No, Constellation mining is closed. They've been closed for about over a year now. They had something come up at their mine. I don't know what it was, but it was over a year ago. They posted on their blog, maybe 2 years ago, that they were going to stop selling for, you know, I don't want to say personal reasons, but something I think happened, broke down equipment or something. And then they never started again. I just looked at their website last month because I was looking through some older reviews to see who I could re-review, and they popped up, and I looked at their website and they were still not selling. I used to like them, though. They used to be pretty good. Especially if you bought it off their website. Amazon, you know, Amazon takes their big chunk, so it wasn't as good. But oh my. Look at that. Something besides Paydirt. Usually that's about them. This bag's pretty good for the gems. We'll have to see about the gold. No, we do need some new sellers opening up, though. I've been noticing a lot more sellers have been closing than opening, which is weird. Considering gold is so up there now. You know, because if you think about it, if gold is at, say, $40 a gram, if you charge $10 extra for your profit and charge $50 for a bag, people will be like, oh, he's charging $10. That's a fifth of it. You know, a fifth of your sale is going in his pocket. And, you know, you only get 4/5 ROI. But if gold goes up to 70 or 60 and they only charge $10, just gives them a higher ROI, and the seller's still making $10. So, more sellers, please. Daniel Bradbury. Send me a list of any that you know in Canada. Dylan at millerprospecting.com. I'm always looking for Canada Paydirt. I probably won't review them too often, but I do like to keep a list just in case. And yeah, they are pricey. Anything over, overseas or out of the U.S., their ROIs are always pretty bad. And I never understood that either, but, Yeah, that's like I said, Brian. Foreign sellers or sellers not in the U.S., you're lucky if you find a 50% ROI bag. I mean, they're usually pretty low ROIs. And I never, it's the same thing. You got to go by the concept of like Amazon, little profits, sell a ton of it, Gold nugget sales, Vendetta, Gold Bay, Lynch mining. That's how they make their money, And if you sell one bag with a $50 profit every month, or you sell 1,000 bags with a $1 profit per bag, which one's a better deal? All right, I think we still got a little bit more. One little last pile, and then we're gonna be done. Oh no. I didn't know Bill's Trash and Treasures sold on eBay. I don't look at eBay that often though. And actually I almost never look on eBay for anything that doesn't say gram. If it doesn't say gram in the title, I don't usually even look. That's how I do I think my saved search is gold Paydirt gram. There's just too many sellers that are just, you're going to get nothing out of. Oh no. Put this in a finishing pan. It's rubbish. Is it rubbish, huh? Yeah. I'll have to add that to my... I'll have to look, though, just to see. Golden Eagle. There you go. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Golden Eagle. Oh no, little floater. Get back in there. I need to go to Walmart and buy some more Jet Dry. I keep saying that, and every week I just water it down more and more. Love to see. It's looking like it might be the same amount as the other bag. Gridolasis Black Sands. So there we go. This is what we got. Gizmos. And this is what we got from the original. I don't know. I think I actually might have gotten a little bit more in the Gizmos. I don't know. Plus with the Gizmos, got some pretty rocks. So, now, usually I'd leave it in the pan, but just so. Big bottle on Amazon, I'll have to look. I just had it in my Amazon cart. I mean my Walmart cart because I gotta go to Walmart. See? Big riffles. That's why I don't do it on cam. It's brown. It's Arizona brown. No garnets. I know I do like some chunky Paydirt. But thank you, Josh. I'm definitely gonna, after the show, put it on my Amazon cart. Yep. Didn't miss anything. No fine gold in this bag. That's it. That's all we're panning out. So, but I wanted to just show Carl that I do use the bigger part. I just use it to quickly go through the material. Still not watching chat. No worries. Josh, we all know you're here in spirit. So, I'm kind of messing this all up, but I don't even know if both pans will fit in here. No, both pans won't fit. You fit in there. All right, let's move everything around. HD, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And it will go towards Jet Dry. As soon as I'm done with this show, I'm going to order some. Because it's funny, when I'm in my studio, I think about it and I'll be like, oh, I need to order some Jet Dry. But then once I get up, All right. Now the sound. I even moved. I just bought something new because my mic was rubbing up against the arm, and that's why I kept unplugging every once in a while. So I just bought an extender so it wouldn't do that. I'm super gluing that mic in. You know, I only use a mic for this, so. Well. All right, it's being a pain. I don't know what's wrong with it. It keeps coming unplugged. I have to rewire it, super glue it all together. So good thing I do have a backup microphone though. Maybe I'll just replace it, put my backup in there, and super glue it all together. It's always something. That's the thing when you're doing live shows. Everything's moving around all the time. So wheezing geezer. Yes, I saw that, Josh, and I said that you're going to lose your mod. You're no longer a mod. You missed 2 shows, that's it. And no worries, brother. Enjoy your vacation, man. Enjoy your trip. Yeah. So you missed nothing while I was talking, everybody. I was just complaining the whole time when my mouth was moving about the microphone. And I just fixed it. After the last, I guess, what is it, 2 live shows ago, the microphone came unplugged. I bought some stuff to remedy that situation, and it still happened. First time I use it with the new extender, it goes. But, let me get my coffee. It's just the microphone I use. It's got a really bad setup for the plug. Yeah, but that's all right. Hot glue will fix anything. Definitely, yeah, I bet, you know. As I was telling a good friend of mine, he just went on a trip for 2 weeks. And he was telling me how glad he was to get home. But I told him, you know, the week before a trip is so exciting because you're excited to go on the trip. Then the trip's usually like so-so. And then the last few days of a trip, you're excited to get home and get back in your bed and get back to normalness, you know. But the week before a trip is usually better than the trip because you're just so excited to not be at home. Yes, and yeah, Brian Stevens, that's a much bigger Paydirt than is usually in those bags. I'm really surprised. Usually they're really tiny bits because the only bigger piece I've ever gotten from them have usually been in their, you know, buckets or their 1+ gram jars. So those are pretty nice for being in the $16 bag. I mean, it still only probably cost them, you know, 2 cents, but it's much nicer to find those. Those would be great if that's what normal size is for them now. It'd be great for some kids. You know, kids can get those things out, pick them out, and then you could pan out the gold. All right, let me make sure all the comments are still going through because it's been a while. Yep. Everybody's comments are going through. All right. So we still have to give away bag number 9 of Indiana Paydirt. This is 3 ounces of Paydirt with a guaranteed 1/8 gram of gold, as well as a silver coin. Now, might be 40% silver or 90%. I think there was one 40%. There was one $50 that was 40%. All the rest was, you know, silver dimes or silver war nickels and things like that. So that was it. And then there are some people that are ineligible. Always got to tell you who's ineligible. So, you know, when I call your name, if you know, don't be upset with me. That's because you've already won. And that's Guido's, William Noel, GS Prospecting, Gina and Ken Whalen, the one and only, Gemstone Judy, Sean Sparks, and Jeff Jones. So if I happen to pull one of your names when we do the GAW, I will skip your name and pull somebody else's name. You know, and as always, YouTube, its affiliates have nothing to do with this. This is 100% on me, by me. So thank you very much, David. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, kids like Clay Ledger, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And yeah, I mean, anything, you know, like I said, this is a $25 bag. I mean, I think kids would love this bag. I mean, Lynch is good for their gold is usually on the chunkier side where, you know, you're not getting any minus 40, which I was really surprised. I did find some minus 40 in that bucket and the 5 pounds. Usually like this one, neither bag had any minus 40. So it's easy to find the gold and, you know, 60% ROIs. We'll have to see tomorrow when I post the results, but I'm guessing those are both about 0.2 and you'll get a 60% ROI maybe. I mean, anything over 50 for $25 you can't beat, you know. You hate where you live. Yeah. Well, Arizona should be nice, and it's, you know, not August, so, you know, not July or August, so it'll be a little bit tamer. It'll probably be under the hundreds. You know. Hey, Carolina Gold Girl, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Oh, under 18-year-olds. Unless you're your own kids, I just, you know, it's hard. Anybody under 18, it's hard if they're not your kids. You can't discipline them. You can't yell at them. You know. So, well, there you go. I think we're going to... Oh, this is a short show tonight. See, that's the thing. Lynch mining Paydirt's pretty easy. I mean, the only reason it was tough when I did the review Saturday was because it was, you know, 40 pounds of material to pan out. And then not only that, having to pan it out, what was it? Two more times? I repanned the bucket twice. Each of the 5 pound bags I only repanned out once. So, but it was, you know, I posted it in chat, but when I did that review, my editing software couldn't even handle, I had so much panning footage from the bucket that it couldn't even, once I'd upload it, it would crash every single time. So I had to go to another editing program and splice up the panning for the bucket and then upload each one part into my editing software that I normally use, speed it up, then add one more, speed it up to get it to handle it. So I did get some other software. I'm going to have to start practicing with it, editing software that I know can handle all this stuff, but, you know, it's not push button like the one I use. The one I use has about 3 options, so I like it. This new one has like 3,000, so I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on. You know. Hey, LXR. Is LXR in the house? Hey, LXR. How's it going? I saw you just reviewed somebody. And I got a review coming up of them on Saturday, so I couldn't watch your video. But I will. Sunday I'll be watching it to see. I don't want to... You know, I generally tend... Actually, I finished shooting the review, so I guess I can watch it tomorrow. You know. You might get arrested, yeah. I mean, you can't even say, like, I mean, I haven't been around anybody else's kids in a while, but the last time I was, and they were just, like, terrors, and I was just like, oh, my God. I was just like, you know... I want to say something, but if I say something, you know, then they'll frown on me, you know, because you're not disciplining your kids. And, you know, I make sure, you know, my kids are wild and crazy too, especially my son. But they know to be respectful when other people are around. You know, they know to be on their best behavior if other people are around. Oh, waiting on another Vendetta bucket? Oh, my. Lucky you, lucky you. They all need slaps. I don't know. When I was a kid, we got whippings. We got, you know, and it didn't help me. You know, I was a horrible kid. Which, you know, actually when I was a kid, I was a well-behaved kid up until I was 17, you know. Or 16, around 16, and then I just went off a deep end. Because nobody could whip me then. I moved out. Nobody was whipping me. So maybe they helped until I was 16, you know. Yeah. Well, good luck with that Carolina Gold Girl. I can't wait to see those videos. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. You know, you missed out, but you can see in the 2 pans we recovered some gold. I'm guessing 0.2 in each one. Maybe a little bit. I'm going to say, you know, I won't know until after I shoot the the results video for tomorrow, but I'm thinking that Gizmo's is a little bit more. I don't know. There's that one big piece in the original bag that might swing it, because you can never tell bigger pieces of gold what they're going to weigh. You can get a really big piece of gold that weighs nothing, and you can get a tiny piece that just weighs a ton. So, but I'm gonna probably just shoot this tonight. I'm definitely gonna pan it out tonight and dry it up, so first thing in the morning I can shoot the results video. But black eye, straighten everything out, yeah. Miller sold a kid for Vendetta bucket. No, I couldn't do that. As much as I would love to do a Vendetta bucket, and I know people always say something about the bucket. The thing is, I don't think I'd want to review a bucket. I mean, everyone knows what you're going to get out of a bucket. You're going to get an ounce. It's going to be the same material from the 1 gram bags you review and stuff like that. Me personally, if I was going to get a bucket, I'd have to get 2 and do a battle. I mean, to me, that would just be, bucket versus bucket would be so much better than, just doing 1 bucket review. Hey, Mike H, how's it going? Ooh. Right, 0.205, 0.208. Yeah, I'm guessing one of them. I'm pretty sure they'll probably be 0.200, and I'm thinking one will maybe be 0.21. If one is more than the other. We'll have to see. I'm really curious, though. Some shows, when I do the live shows, I'm not too worried about what the results are. I'm like, tomorrow I'll just pan it out and see. But since I did actually like a mini battle, I'm really curious to see what those weigh, A bucket, yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, I don't even know, does Gold Nugget Sales still sell buckets? I know they sell 1 ounces. But Gold Bay does, but Gold Bay switched from the bucket to those jugs, just because a jug will fit into a medium priority mail box. And those buckets are, like Lynch Mining does a bucket. I know Vendetta still does a bucket. But I don't know about Gold Nugget Sales. I don't know if they still, Miners Depot, I don't know if they don't even state if it's a bucket. They just charge you by the price. So I'll have to look up to see if Gold Nugget Sales even has buckets still, or if they switch to the jug. I mean, I would rather, if I was a seller, I would rather do the jug because it saves a lot on shipping, Because, Lynch Mining, they charge, $45 for one of their buckets? And it probably cost them $35 to ship it, easy. $35. GNS does have a jug. Yeah. Hey, KC String, how's it going? They went to the jugs too. Yeah, like I said, the jug, you think about it, it's not as much material. I mean, I think those jugs hold 10 pounds of material or something like that. It's not as much material, but, you're saving $30 in shipping, So I don't know if, the only buckets I think I could do would be Vendetta versus Lynch. And I think we all know that wouldn't be a fair fight, Well, now we know where you're gonna spend that money. Don't we? Hey, Joe Holt, how's it going? So maybe it would be a jug versus bucket battle, Not receiving new comments. I don't know. Who? What? Me? What? Well, I know I could do the jug versus jug, but that's that would be essentially have to be Gold Bay versus Gold Nugget Sales, and if I want to do bucket versus bucket, then it's pretty much Vendetta versus Lynch. Where if all 4 of them would get together and sell the same product, I could pick. So, because I don't think, Lynch, even though Lynch Mining, and I do like Lynch Mining, I like their smaller bags, I like some of their products. Their buckets don't have the best ROI compared to Gold Nugget Sales, Vendetta, or Gold Bay. So the perfect dream would be jug versus jug versus jug from my favorite 3 sellers. But, That's going to happen right after that armored truck opens its door and drops a big bag of money and no one's around to see me pick it up. Thank you very much, Guido. How's it going? Comes Bank had to reboot. Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was on my end because I could see him. No, not a Felix bucket. See, that's the thing is if, I've reviewed Felix a few times, but usually there were a lot of those bags that I ever did from Felix were donated to me. And that's pretty much the only reason, high price stuff, I'm not going to get killed on an ROI. I've been a couple times $100 ROIs gotten skunked and stuff like that, but no way I'm spending $2,500 to get a 50% ROI. No way. Even if I knew it would get 1 million views, it's just, not worth it. I'd rather get the 1 million views from, somebody that I'm going to get a decent ROI from. Anthony, it does now that you said it. It definitely does. That would be a really good thumbnail. But, all right, let me check and make sure everyone's comments going through, and then we're going to pull a comment. Let me make sure I have the link, make sure we're on the right page. And we're going to see who wins some Paydirt tonight. That only comes in a little bitty tiny bag because it's only 3 ounces of material. But there we go. All right, we're all set. Let me get rid of the gold. And then we're going to give something away. Rather buy the gold nugget? Yeah, that is true, but you can't really review that. I can't do a battle. Here's 2 nuggets, bang, bang, banging them together. Even though I probably could, It wouldn't be as useful. Golden jugs. All right, let's get rid of the background. And we're going to give away a bag of Paydirt. And again, if you've previously won one of these 12 bags, you will be ineligible, and you know who you are, and I will just pull another name. So, good luck, everybody. Let me go to the website, punch in a link, and of course, you do have to post something in the live chat before the end of the show to claim this. Otherwise, you lose your spot and you are ineligible until all 12 bags have been given away. And you really don't want that. Now let's fetch. All right, 83 comments. Let's go. Pick a winner. There we go. Our home zoo and prospecting. Thanks for the chance, Dylan. Good luck, everybody. Well, you were only saying good luck to yourself since you're the one that won. But of course, you do have to post something in the live chat, and I'm sure my mods will tell me when you do, because they're usually much quicker than me. Now let's get, all right, full screen ugly mug now. And then put the background back on. Well, our home and zoo. Congratulations. Hey, Jonathan Brewer, how's it going? I'd watch that. Richard B. Awesome, Jonathan. That's awesome. Just let me know. I'm always happy. Get some concentrates. All right, he's posted. I seen it. I saw it before my mods. Congratulations. Here, let me post my email so you can email me and I can send this off to you. Make sure when you email me, you add your address because a lot of people don't, and I have to tell them again to give me their address. And if anyone else wants to email me about anything in particular, feel free to email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com. Unless I inherited $1 trillion from, some third world country. You can save those. But anyone else, feel free to email me. Got a question about Paydirt? Anything else? I'm always happy to answer. It might take me a day or two to reply, but I'm always happy to answer. So Saturday, we are going to have a new review premiere up. This is kind of a re-review. of a seller, but, you know, I don't want to spill the beans too much. But then next Tuesday, we will be going through a bag of their Paydirt. I took a gamble. Usually with this, I probably wouldn't have bought this bag normally to do for a live show, but I was in a mood. I like the seller, so I figured we'll go through a bag of his Paydirt on Tuesday as well. Don't know what kind of results I'll get, but, you know, we'll have to see. But I do have a premiere coming out Saturday. Video is finished. I just need to edit it up and drop it on Friday. But it is ready. So Saturday we will have a premiere at 7 o'clock, same time as all my live shows. You know, so if you want to watch a premiere and you haven't caught any of my videos premiere, it's Saturday at 7 because you've got nothing better to do on a Saturday. Gas and food prices are too high. You can't go out anymore. So, thank you very much, Mike Hilfano. Good night, Carl. Yeah, but I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go run, grab something to eat, maybe make myself some tacos or something. But I sure do appreciate everyone who came to this show. I appreciate all my Patreon members, everyone who donated for tonight's live feed. I really appreciate that so much, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And tomorrow I will post the results for both those bags at 7 o'clock. Same time as always. Every once in a while I'm a little late, but, you know, which I'm really curious for. So it's tomorrow at 7. You'll know. It won't be a premiere. It'll just drop at 7. And we can all see exactly what I got out of both those bags and what the ROIs were. Dave Watson. You know, thank you very much, everyone who joined the show. I really appreciate that. And hopefully I'll see you all next Tuesday, if not Saturday during the premiere. So everyone have a great night. Find some gold and happy panning.